Now, in the next few minutes, I'm going to break down 10 real jobs for people over 50 that really pay well. They're going to play to your strength, and they're not going to burn you out. All right, starting off at number 10 is a virtual project manager. So here's what that looks like. You'll be managing remote teams, helping projects stay on track, making sure everything just gets delivered on time. You'll be coordinating tasks, keeping communication flowing, using tools like Slack and Zoom to put it all together. Now, the pay, we're talking about $75,000 to over $110,000 a year to start. And if you've got that PMP certification, which you really should get, well, you could be averaging $120,000 a year and maybe pushing past $140,000 in a senior role. Now, what do you need? Well, strong organizational skills, leadership chops, and you've got to be comfortable with project management software like Asana and Trello and stuff like that. Certifications are going to help, absolutely, but they're not mandatory to get started. So who's this a perfect fit for? Well, if you're someone who loves structure, who spent years leading teams and coaching people, well, this could be your sweet spot. Now, where do you apply? Well, you can check out We Work Remotely or remote.co and LinkedIn Remote Jobs. Now, here's the reality check, though. You've got to be digitally fluent. You've got to be able to stay on top of the latest collaboration tools and PM software if you really want to stay competitive. All right, number 9 is online course creator. Now, this one's really exciting. You take everything you know, it might be about gardening or finance or cooking or whatever you're passionate about or know a lot about, and you package it into lessons and video courses and downloadable guides, and then you sell it online. The income potential? Well, you could be making anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 or more a month in passive income. It really scales with your audience size and how much effort that you put into marketing. Now, income is going to vary a lot depending on your niche and how consistent you are. Now, what you're going to need is a deep knowledge in your topic, some basic video editing skills, and familiarity with platforms like Teachable or Udemy. Now, this is perfect for passionate experts who want to teach and build an audience from the comfort of home. Now, you can get started on Udemy, Teachable, or even build your own site using something like WordPress, and you can use a plugin called LearnPress. The best part, once it's built, well, you can learn while you sleep. Here's the catch, though. Building that loyal audience is going to take real time and real effort, so don't expect an overnight success. All right, coming in number 8 is grant writer. Okay, this one's for the detailed people. You're researching, you're writing proposals to help nonprofits and schools and small businesses secure funding. It's focused work, but it's meaningful. You're looking at $30 to $55 an hour if you're new, but if you're experienced and you're a pro at it, well, you could command $75 to $125 an hour, especially if you specialize in complex business or government grants. Now, what do you need? Well, strong writing and research skills for sure. If you've got prior nonprofit or business knowledge, that's a definite big plus. Now, this is for you if you're someone who loves diving into details, working with deadlines, and handling data carefully. Now, this could really be your lane. So where do you apply? Upwork, freelance writing gigs, and the Grant Professionals Association job boards. Now, for a reality check here, grant cycles can be long and very competitive. You've got to be persistent, but if you stick with it, the work is there. Number 7 is corporate trainer or facilitator. Now think about this. You're leading training workshops for leadership, compliance, soft skills, that sort of thing, and you're teaching employees in corporate or government settings. You're standing in front of a room or a Zoom screen, and you're helping people get better at what they do. Now the pay is going to range anywhere from $65,000 to $100,000 a year if you're full-time, or a solid $40 to $75 an hour if you're contracting with specialized industry expertise. Now, of course, it's going to vary by industry and experience, but what you're going to need are strong public speaking skills and real industry expertise. Certifications in training or coaching are definitely going to help you. It's ideal for natural mentors, people who genuinely love teaching and being in front of an audience. You can apply through LinkedIn, Indeed, or professional training organizations. But here's the thing. Building a reputation both locally and online is really going to improve your chances of landing real high-paying contracts. All right, here we are at number 6, real estate agent. Now, you know this one. You're helping clients buy, sell, or rent properties. It's part sales and part relationship building. If you're good with people and you know your community pretty well, you can do just really great with this job. The pay is going to be anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 a year. It's going to be commission-based, so it's going to depend heavily on market activity and your hustle. You're going to need to be licensed. Requirements are going to vary by state, and you're going to need solid sales skills and local knowledge. Now, this is perfect if you're a social, persuasive person who has really strong ties to your community. You can start by connecting with local brokerages or checking out Realtor.com for listings and leads. Now, here again, real estate markets go up and down, and your success is going to depend on your persistence, your ability to build a strong network, and of course, what the market's like. All right, number 5 is medical or technical transcriptionist. All right, this is pretty straightforward. You're going to be listening to audio files that could be medical recordings or business meetings, and you're going to be transcribing them accurately into documents. Now, I know because I've had comments before that AI has basically taken this job away, but that's not exactly true. I know that AI can do lots of transcriptions automatically, but for legal and medical purposes, getting the exact words for that transcript is absolutely crucial, and they rely on human transcriptions. You're going to be earning anywhere from $18 to $32 an hour, but the truth is platforms like Rev and TranscribeMe are usually on the low end of that range. Now, the top pay is going to go to people who specialize in complex medical or legal terminology. So you'll need to have fast typing speeds. I'm talking about 60 words a minute or more, sharp attention to detail, and sometimes certifications depending on the field. It's perfect for meticulous workers who really have a quiet home office and don't mind focused, independent work. Yeah, you can check out Rev.com and TranscribeMe, but if you want the high-end pay, you're going to need to target specialized medical and legal transcription companies directly. The reality is the work can be repetitive, and because of confidentiality, accuracy is absolutely critical. And number 4 is business or life coach. It's really powerful work. You're guiding clients through career changes or personal development or business challenges, one-on-one coaching sessions where you are going to be helping people figure out their next move. The pay is going to range anywhere from $60 to $250 an hour, depending on your certification, your experience, and how strong your client base is. Now, you'll definitely want coaching certifications. It's preferred, and you need to really have strong listening skills and the ability to motivate people. Now, this is really for people who are empathetic mentor types who are passionate about helping other people grow and reach their goals. Now, you can build your own practice. You can use LinkedIn or get listed in the International Coaching Federation directory. But here's the truth. Building trust and growing your client base and establishing your reputation is going to take a lot of time and patience, but the impact that you can have is real. All right, here we are at number 3, freelance writer or editor. Now, if you can write, there's work. You're creating or editing articles or blogs and web content and white papers, that sort of thing, most of it remotely. You'll be making anywhere from $30 to $75 an hour, depending on your niche and your expertise and your experience. You're going to have strong grammar and solid research capabilities and a portfolio that shows you know what you're doing. Now, it's perfect for skilled communicators who enjoy storytelling and working with deadlines. You can apply, of course, through ProBlogger and Upwork or Contently. Now, as a reality check here, with AI, there's been a lot of content creators like myself who were let go because of the uptick with AI. However, a lot of companies still want that experience because as good as some AI has gotten, it still cannot replace humans. So you can get a good freelance income, and of course, that's going to go up and down, but building strong professional client relationships is really going to matter a lot here. Right now, for number 2 is virtual assistant for professionals. Now, this is one of the most in-demand remote jobs right now. It's really interesting, I think. You'll be handling scheduling and emails and admin tasks all remotely for busy executives and entrepreneurs who just really need someone who's reliable. The pay is going to range anywhere from $22 to $40 an hour, depending on the complexity of what you're doing and your expertise. Of course, you're going to have strong organizational skills, and you've got to know your way around digital tools like Google Workspace and Microsoft Office. Now, this is great for someone who's reliable, they're organized, and they like a variety of tasks during the day. You can apply through Belay or Boldly or Time, etc., or in remote job boards as well. Now, the reality is responsiveness and being tech-savvy are critical, and if you're always a step ahead and you're dependable, well, I'm sure that you've got a great shot at getting a job like that. All right, now for the number 1 job on my list, and it really has to do with being a content creator for your passion or expertise. Now, honestly, this is where I think the most freedom and potential lives. This is what I'm doing now with my own business that I've started after a layoff last year. So I work with local businesses and I help them with their branding and with all that sort of thing to really boost their business. So you'll be sharing what you know, what you love through YouTube and blogs and podcasts. You build an audience and then you monetize it with ads or sponsors or your own products, which is what I do. Now, how much can you make? Well, it's going to vary. Top earners are pulling in hundreds of thousands a month. I'm not. But it takes consistent effort and real audience building. So you're going to have storytelling skills, a willingness to learn basic video and audio production, some marketing know-how. This is really for creators who are passionate about sharing and building online communities. Now, you can get started on YouTube for free, WordPress, or even Anchor FM. Now, you can do that for podcasts. Now, here's a reality check, though. Success here is a marathon and not a sprint, so consistency and community are really what matter the most. But if you stick with it, you're building something that's truly yours. If this helped you, do me a quick favor and share it with someone that you know that's exploring their options after 50, and drop a comment below. Which job caught your attention? I'd love to know. And if you want even more guidance on building your personal brand and launching your second act, well, check out my next video. The link's right here. Thank you for watching, and remember, your best career years are still ahead of you.